Guys, my name is Dan and I am here in beautiful Colorado, as you can see, with my 2022 Ford Bronco Sport Badlands. All right, I got a bunch of modifications to show you guys. So unlike the Ford Bronco, its big brother, there's not a whole lot of options for the Ford Bronco Sport. So I'm going to run you through some things that I did to really deck this thing out and maybe not make it look like every other one on the road. So let's go after it and I'll show you everything we put on there. All right, so the first thing we did was we got a spacer kit. All right, so the Badlands edition, right? Badlands edition comes already an inch and a half higher than all the other models, like the Outer Banks and the base model and the Big Bend. So I bought an HRG Engineering. It's this really nice green plate that adds another inch and a quarter on the rear and then an inch and a half on the front. So now we've added two and a quarter in the rear and 2.5 in the front. So that allowed me to get a nice much bigger tire, an off-road terrain tire. We were able to get the biggest one fit on there. I went with like a medium tread because this is my daily driver, so I'm not looking for a rough ride like on a Jeep that has those off-road tires. So it drives nicely, but as you can see, it is lifted a lot higher even for a Badlands, right? So it's got a lot of clearance room here that we like to go and off-road, but also good for daily driving. So it's HRG Engineering. They make a really nice spacer plate that you can find online, and it goes with your factory settings, so you're not going to screw up your alignment or anything like that. All right, the next thing is the rims. We got these VR from Vivid Racing forged rims in satin bronze. It's a beautiful color. It shines and it matches this Area 51 blue so perfectly. I got everything to match as well. We got the front logo, the bash bar, everything to go along with the rims, right? So we're matching the satin bronze with the Area 51 blue. Now also from VR Vivid Racing, we did the ECU tune. So the ECU's here. I sent the ECU into them, and I don't know if you saw the link. Power here. Well, I hit the throttle. It goes. It definitely goes. Right? Boom, there's 60. Especially if you put it in sport mode. Alright, so I just switched it to sport mode. And you're gonna feel that pull again. Like it really pulls up. It picks up quick. Like we're feeling it. We're gaining. And then it just goes. Picks up. You can feel it pick up like way better than stock. Way better. There we are. 80. No problem. So very cool. Very cool. This thing's pushing 305 horsepower, and you can definitely feel it. You'll feel it on 350 pounds of torque as well. So 305 horsepower and 350 pounds of torque. This thing is going, and you can feel the difference. Now that's pushing really close to that full-size Bronco. All right, the next thing here is the bash bar. All right, so first thing, I have my buddy from Vortex powder coating. His name's Ben. He powder coated the bash bar from Rough Country. So this came from Rush Country in black, and I wanted it to match the rims. So he matched the bash bar with the rims, and it came out really good. So about the bash bar, so a lot of people have questions about this bash bar or nudge bar, whatever you want to call it, on the Badlands specifically, because it has a front camera, right? So what does that do? I'm going to go through all that stuff. So keep in mind, if you have a Big Bend, an Outer Banks, or a base model, this bar will go on perfectly, right on with it. This is what it was for. I don't think Rough Country took in consideration the Badlands model. So keep this in mind. You're gonna have to take out your tow hooks. You're gonna have to lose those. So you're gonna have to choose between the tow hooks or the bash bar. It's up to you. But it doesn't have a plate. So I just paid like an extra 50 bucks. They custom made me at this place that installed the bash bar. They custom made me a angle iron plate for this bash bar to fit. You could go the welding route I wouldn't go that route because you won't be able to take it off if you do, but they custom fitted an angle iron plate, so it directs the bolts onto where the tow hook was. So that way, this is totally removable. I can put my tow hooks back on, and that way it's nice and sturdy as well. It ain't going nowhere. It's super strong, so I'm happy with that. But just keep that in mind. You're gonna lose your tow hooks, and you're gonna have to add a piece on to make this work. It's not gonna bolt directly on like the other models, okay? Now let's talk about the camera, all right? So we'll go in the car. We'll show you the lights. Let's show you the lights. Look, I put the lights on. We were able to switch it. It comes with 2 switches, but we were able to wire it into 1 switch, flip it on. And then we got this awesome LED light action that's going to add some extra light if we're going to do some off-roading, some camping and stuff like that. So always sick to see that. Just makes it look good. It illuminates that satin bronze. Very cool. Turn that off. Okay, so look, as I turn on the car, Bronco, beautiful. Everything looks amazing. The interior, by the way, is just awesome as usual on the Balands model. But let's look at what the front camera does. Okay, so look, I'll hit my front camera and boom, this is what we got. Okay, so look, you got a little bit of visibility in the way here, but it's not bad, especially if you got the nudge bar without the lights. You'd pretty much be able to see clearly all the way through to the bottom, no problem. I actually like how I can see my nudge bar, so that when I'm parking I can see how close that nudge bar is to another car. So this doesn't bother me that much. That might bother you, that you can't see the full depth of view, but it's not bad. Like, it's I'm happy with it. It doesn't bother me at all. And there's the 3-way angle, and again, you still have a lot of visibility if you're doing some rock crawling or whatever. It's very nice. And then the other question was, does it affect my lane assist and my crash assist and the proximity sensors? So no, it does not. So when you can touch it, we're here, we'll drift off a little bit. See, turn yellow, redirected me. So none of your proximity sensors are going to be messed up. There it goes, redirected me without my hands on the steering wheel. So yeah, everything still works with the nudge bar. I got on the road and it does not affect any of your lane assist or that red crash assist that comes on if you come up to a car without the brakes. It'll flash red and ring a noise to help you slow down and remind you that there's a car in front of you. It doesn't affect any of that. The only thing it affects is just a little bit of your depth of view on the front camera, which I don't think is that bad. It's really not. Other than that, it does not affect any proximity sensors in the front. It works completely fine. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, I am more than happy with this car. It is way cheaper than anything else that's out there in the market as far as crossovers, like the Defender, the 4Runner, and even the full-size Bronco. All over like 65 grand. I think the Defender's like 80 grand. You know, I'm out the door 37 grand with this, and then about 4 grand in upgrades. And so that, you know, that puts me at a nice $42,000 for a nice car that I feel is more than capable, just like the Bronco. And I feel like it's earned its spot. I know it's a completely different engine than the full-size Bronco, but I feel like it's finally earned its name as the baby brother of the Bronco, because it's more than capable now with the lip, with the nudge bar, with all the off-road settings. It is more than capable to take on Colorado that we got right here. Right, we're gonna go take this thing out, have some fun. All right, we got lots of power, 305 horsepower, good lift, bash bar. Have any questions, comments, go ahead and put down there, hit that like button. Just let me know and I can guide you to what I did to get this thing done.